Hello there! From behind the yellow line, this is Trammin episode 181. My name is Kirk, and as always, I'm joined by my friend, and he was a bug, little bug, hardly there, Christian Rainwater.
What's up, everybody? Our big third topic of the week is a Bug's Land.
It's the time of your life.
So roll the intro.
Hello, everyone. Welcome aboard Trammin, a Disneyland podcast. Please lower your head and watch your step while boarding. As a courtesy to other passengers, we ask that there be no eating, drinking, or smoking on board. In just a few moments, we will begin our trip into the Disneyland resort news and topic of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, this tram is ready to depart. Driver, you are clear.
Welcome back to Trammin, everyone. Happy Wednesday. We're your hosts, Kirk and Rain. What's up, Rain?
Just trying out this remote thing again, dude. I'm not a big fan of it.
No, we're not trying it out again. Rain,
We know how to do it.
Rain, some might say you've got a bug of your own.
Some might say. That
Yeah.
depends who you are, I guess.
Yeah, so that's what's up. So we'll be back in the studio probably in a week. Yeah, probably next week. So don't worry, everyone's fine. And for those of you who will get this reference, he's got the bug. That's all. So before we do anything else, happy birthday, Kimmy.
Happy birthday. It's today, right? Well, tomorrow, but today, but yes.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
So happy birthday to the best girlfriend in the world. I'm not being cheesy, I'm not being corny, but I'm not lying either. So that's all. Thank you for being my favorite listener. And thank you all for being so nice to us and her, especially when she's on. She'll be on when needed. She'll answer the call. She'll answer the call. Can't spoil you guys. So, Rain, let's follow the line with
Mousekeeping. If this is your first time here, welcome aboard Trammin, a Disneyland podcast where Kirk and I talk about the Disneyland resort through and only through our eyes. To catch up on jokes, references, context, and backstory, check out our lore page on trammin.com/lore. For our recommendations for Disneyland, DCA, and more, check out trammin.com/rex. If you enjoy the show, like, subscribe, comment, and review us wherever you can, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and of course, my favorite, YouTube's. For a visual guide of the show, follow at Trammin Podcast on Instagram, and to write into the show, head to trammin.com/ask. If you use Discord and would like access to our server, just let us know. And you can find all these links and lore on trammin.com.
Yes, you can. Rain, we are not going to talk Lorcana this week.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's right.
You can maybe we have it so good I just want to, this is the card you gave me, but I've put it in
a clear sleeve.
I'm sorry. I love green, but the back of this card is so nice.
It is. It's just those are really thick. So when you have like a thing of 60,
it feels the same as the.
Once you see the 60 piled up, it's like a solid like.
It's the same as the green, dude. It's the same. It's Dragon Shield matte clear. I've heard they're thinner.
Really?
This honestly feels the same, if not thinner. But I guess you'll see. I'll show you.
Dude,
but,
if that's the case, I need to start using those.
Yeah, because that's a nice design. And they're a genius because this is the ink symbol. Okay, that is already too much Lorcana for the folks. So it's time. No, it's not. We forgot. We changed this around, but I haven't changed it around. So let's get in some news. I do not have headlines for you guys because nothing is that crazy. So we're just gonna get through some news a little quick. First off, San Francisco Square is now open in the former Pacific Wharf.
That it is.
We were wondering what would happen to the Wine Country Golden State area where Wine Country Trattoria, San Francisco Street are. It is now called from the end of Buena Vista Street to the old San Francisco Street bathrooms where the Eureka thing is. It is now called the Performance Corridor, which is
that's so random, dude. What does that even mean?
They don't want to call it the parade route because there are cavalcades and whatever. So it's the performance corridor. Matthew Serrano is heartbroken over this.
Why?
He commented and he goes, "Wait, what? This is called the performance corridor?" And then I texted him and he was like, "This is so bad." The San Francisco street is now called Bay Area because there is no San Francisco. We have San
Okay.
Francisco. So now
Okay.
they are the Bay Area restrooms, etc. Yeah, so that's open. Halloween time is in full swing at the Disneyland Resort. There are now Haunted Mansion collectible cards. You saw those, right?
I saw them. Yes. Yeah. The ones that at Disneyana, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they're are they just for Magic Key holders?
Yes, that's a
Yeah.
Magic Key
So
perk, and it has like the little when you move it, it changes.
yeah, so
Yeah.
check out the Magic Key Instagram to find out when and where you can get it. There are 4 different cards. They talk about the cast members involved. So cool stuff. Lorcana who? And finally, remember those really ugly Magic Key holder magic bands that said happiest place on earth?
The one that we trashed on.
Yeah, like the first one, they were like the big reveal. If you buy anything anywhere, those are free.
That's
So
crazy.
for Magic Key holders, in the locations that they sell those magic bands, I believe. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can get those for free now. I believe that is all the news. Who knows? Maybe there's something that you really like that we missed, but I don't think so. Oops, I don't know what I was doing there. Okay, I think that's all we got for the news, right, Rain?
Yeah. I mean, for Disneyland, anyways, there's like stuff that happened in Shanghai, the
Zootopia, yeah.
Zootopia stuff, but other than that, Disneyland, we're good.
Like that's for, never mind. We're just gonna move on. So it's time for Your Right, in which members of the Tram fam write in with corrections and comments, just like you can at trammin.com/ask. Rain, pretend to cue up that corrections music, please.
Ha.
So Christian with a K writes in, cream puffs are just baked. You have to boil water and butter first, and then add the flour and sugar and milk slowly until it becomes dough. Then it's baked. Also, I make some praline yams for Thanksgiving instead of candied yams. 10 times better. Praline is usually a mix of pecans, brown sugar, butter, and we throw in shredded coconut.
I just get pecans out, get pecan, whatever. Get them out of desserts, dude. It was in one of my desserts last week in San Francisco. And I had the bread pudding. Would have been much better without those crazy pecans in it. So
I like pecans really well. Like, okay, do you like them candied though, Rain?
they're fine. I don't know. I'm never been a big fan.
Okay. Andrea did write in. She wrote in a lot, so I missed it. But she said she wrote in a few things. Okay. Where are the cream puffs? Jeez. Okay. On Friday. Sure, just got to the cream puff discussion. I'm going to assume Christian with a K already wrote in. He did. In the Discord. If I get the next episode and he hasn't, then I will. We used to make those when I worked in the Whole Foods bakery. Ooh, so now we know which bakery. Cool. It really sounded like Rain said F ton of food on that Halloween episode.
Dude,
I heard it too. Huh?
I didn't listen to the clip that she sent in, but I just wouldn't say that. So I'm like,
you wouldn't. No. She said she had to re-listen twice to figure out what he actually said. You guys are always so careful about not swearing, so I just thought it was funny.
What did I say?
You said butt ton, as you always do.
Oh,
but it was like such a butt ton, so that it was like, yeah. You wrote. Wait, when did I say that? Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then she said, thought it was especially funny because Kirk said something earlier that was much more tame. That he told the parents to cover their ears. So like as if, but she said, when Kirk said, "I'm just Kirk," I fully expected one of you to just burst into the Barbie movie "I'm Just Ken" song, but with Kirk's name instead. Disappointing, guys. Come on.
Big miss.
And Rain doesn't sing.
No.
Right? Yeah.
No. Except when I was in 8th grade and I sang "Holiday" by Green Day in front of everyone, in front of like 600 people.
Holiday
by Green Day.
No, I know this. That's one of my favorite Green Day songs. How? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Why did you think you could do that?
I don't know. I don't know. I
Were you
decided
successful?
I don't know how you measure a level of success in that.
Did you impress the girl?
No. She said, "Why did you do that?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. At least you sang it at what, like some sort of performance?
It was like karaoke, but there was like a whole hall full of people, and they said, "Who wants to do karaoke?" And I said, "Yup."
Oh, okay. Oh, dude, karaokeing Holiday is way different than performing Holiday.
Well, maybe I don't know.
No. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get it.
Karaoke's like, I'm doing karaoke. I'm performing this for you is like, this is going to be a treat for you all to
Yeah.
hear my wonderful. Okay. So at least it wasn't like classic guy sings at girl.
Right. No. It wasn't that.
So anyways, here's Wonderwall. Kevin writes in. He said, best donut is the blueberry. Best blue bottle coffee is the New Orleans style. So did I send it to you, the picture of the
The
donuts?
blue bottle? Oh
No, the
No,
donuts.
you didn't.
So Cynthia, who wrote in about I asked her to write in about the donuts. Sure enough, Saturday morning, I'm going to say inspired by Trammin, bought two blueberry donuts. Rain, I would try these. These look good.
Yeah, I want to see these.
Because it's a yeast donut with a blueberry glaze. That seems fun. So this is, the PK Donuts in Fullerton. If I'm ever awake that early, I'll go.
I got to. Yeah, I'll try them.
Okay. And then I forgot to mention it last week because I forgot the name. So Kevin likes to joke that there's this picture in Boudin Bakery, but it must be like from San Francisco. The master baker, they like to say this is Kevin's dad, Fernando Padilla.
Got it.
This picture just in Boudin. So good stuff.
I can see it.
He's like, people say he looks like me. I'm like, okay, if you're like, I would never look at this man and say this looks like Kevin. But if you're like, hey, this is Kevin's dad, I'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, I believe you.
Yeah.
Why would this be a lie? It's not his dad. But it might be. Drink Up Disney writes in, the Starbucks drink is only during the holidays because it uses caramel brulee sauce. I call it the Polar Espresso. It's great. But she says, but everyone I know refuses to humor me with that name. See, it's because like you can call it the Polar Espresso, but then you sound like you're saying espresso wrong. There's no X in espresso, everyone. So she continues. On Sunday, my husband and I went to Ironwood, which is a sister restaurant to Sapphire. He got that same drink with shaved ice, and we were thrown off by the ice too. Yes. Look good. I don't know. Okay.
Polar Espresso. Did she say what that drink is?
The caramel brulee thing.
The
shaken with the
yeah.
So there is no other drink. We haven't gotten a new drink recommendation.
Got it.
Oh, wait. Yeah. She wrote it here. I do a shaken espresso, substitute the classic for 1 or 2 pumps, depending on the size of caramel brulee sauce.
Got it. Yeah.
So,
cool.
Okay, so it's not the brown sugar one or anything. Got it. KDG writes in, when it comes to riding Haunted Mansion with a wheelchair, the only way to take the chair to the Doom Buggy is not to exit as normal and ride back to the loading area. CM escorts you back to the stretching room, and you unstretch and exit. Dude, we've never unstretched.
Yeah, I've never done that.
Oh, dude, imagine if I played it backwards.
Oh, honestly, that's kind of weird. That's kind of.
I'd love that. Yeah. I'd love that. All right, Paul is dead. Otherwise, you park the device out front and have to retrieve it when you exit. If you ever want to do a Disneyland on Wheels episode, all the good and bad, navigating Disneyland DCA with a wheelchair, including those rides that don't require transfer, I'm happy to guest star that.
That's a good idea.
Fun. I feel like I gotta like try it out once, not in the wheels, adjacent to the wheels. I don't want to do it. That sounds fun. Did you see that email that was like this entrepreneur knows how to do Disneyland with
what?
some sort of requirement.
Like
I don't know,
a spammy thing or what?
I don't know, but it looked like they wanted to get paid. But no, this is not that. Sorry, this has nothing to do with that. This sounds like an awesome idea, and I'm going to put a period there, and we'll revisit it in the future. Stephen F writes in, and for the segment name in the email, he put "You're wrong." So before we continue, Stephen, the reason that, sorry, Steven, I'm gonna be calmer. The reason it's called You're Right is not Kirk and Rain are right. It's you, the listeners, are right, and we are wrong. So it is implied.
Dude, I guarantee you he listens to Kind of Funny, dude.
I don't know if he does. Steven, do you listen to? Anyways, he says R.I.P. Pacific Wharf, but I'm always a fan of change. Yeah, especially when I find it in the couch cushions. Sorry, I gotta stop riffing right now. DCA is always changing. Anyways, I'm offended by your slander on Wine Country Trattoria. Saying it is DCA's version of Olive Garden is a bridge too far. You dig on it because there are reservations always available, but that is a good thing. The other table service restaurants in DCA, Carthay, and Lamplight are notoriously hard reservations to get. You want a place that people can sit down and have a nice meal. Sure, the menu is not inspiring, but they have decent food in a nice outdoor atmosphere. I love the spaghetti aglio olio, and my wife is a fan of the salmon. The torta della nonna is one of the best desserts on property. They could use a few more dishes and maybe a decent pizza or two, but overall, it is a solid option for table service in DCA when the supply is limited. As always, the podcast is great, and keep it up. Thanks.
Damn, we got our Wine Country Stan over here, dude.
You know what though? He's still saying it. It's just there.
Yeah,
It's the place you can find a seat. What we're saying, Steven, you deserve better.
Yeah.
Like
That you
you deserve, if you're gonna sit down and pay up, you deserve better. And I think we still have not figured out what it should be. Right?
I was thinking in my head again right now, dude. And I'm
Yeah.
like, a pizza place, like you said, that'd be great. But then when Disney does pizza, we get Pizza Planet. So
Yeah. I'm trying to think once again. Like what's San Francisco? It would be seafood. That's the problem.
yeah, and like 40% of the population of the U.S. does not like seafood.
That's a real thing. Gee.
Oh no, I don't know. I just made that up in my head right now.
Oh, okay. Never mind. But yeah, thank you all for writing in. So, this here's our Big Thunder topic of the week. A Bug's Land. So, a Bug's Land was a land in DCA. Got my Bug's Life shirt on. This is a very large design.
Really quick, what's your background on the movie?
It is, I think, my favorite Pixar movie.
Just straight up, like bar none, favorite Pixar movie.
Favorite
Huh?
Pixar movie. Like just very easy. So
You're like, dang, it happened.
so yeah, favorite Pixar movie easily. And the music is wonderful. The visuals are great. I wish the visuals could be like updated with like better lighting and stuff.
Dude, I wonder
That's
if
my favorite.
that'll eventually be a thing where these old 3D movies like Toy Story get like the new version made of them, just like a remake. Kind of like they redid old movies into new live actions. You know what I mean?
Like, okay, I know nothing about this stuff, but here's assuming all the 3D files are still there, right? You can like add them to your new setup, right? Whatever engine or whatever they use, right? And then add like let's say materials or do them manually. And then add lighting, like volumetric lighting. Problem with that is like if the tree's in the background, but it's not in the shot, you have to act like it's in the background. So you do have to model it. So it's
Hmm.
not as simple.
So you're
Although
saying like just replace assets.
No, don't replace assets.
Ah,
Replace textures and materials,
Got
so
it.
like for reflections and stuff. But the thing is, the lighting on the ants looks the lighting is pretty good, but it still has that very like bright, like
Yeah.
one note type of look.
Like
And it's
something's off.
yeah, it's beautiful, but it's still like it looks like an older CG movie.
Yeah.
But it looks better than Toy Story. But yeah, that would be really cool. Like if they or even just redo just not don't redo the geometry, but like redo the everything you see.
I mean,
So,
that's what they do in video games all the time, right? They
yeah.
remaster,
Yeah, I
redo.
think they redo animations and stuff, but they don't need to, Pixar doesn't need to do that,
Yeah.
But And you know, Pixar's whole thing is they don't do mocap.
Really?
Everything is hand animated, so it's still animation.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah. But what about you? How do you feel about the movie?
I love it. I love it. I don't think it's in my top 5, I would say. It's probably in my top 10 because being the time that like we grew up from 93 to was 98 that I think it came out. That's like peak childhood for us, like 5 years old, we're watching a kids movie and Bugs Life was that movie for us.
I I,
So,
I
yeah.
regret not putting the VHS up here as part of the
Oh,
set.
is it the white
Oh yeah,
clampy one? Nice.
clamshell.
Yeah.
So not even in your top 5, Rain. You
No.
can log off, and I'll just do the rest of the episode. No. So this opened at DCA on October 7th, 2002. So
Wow, that's a lot earlier than I thought. So, that's within the first year of DCA,
yeah,
right?
DCA opened in '01. Was it
Yeah.
September or let's see. Why we should know this. No, February 8th, 2001.
Okay. A year and a half.
Yeah, which dude, that's insane.
That is.
How did they
So
do that?
so we only had Bountiful Valley Farms for less than a year? Because I would imagine it was closed for a while.
Yeah, but Yesterland. Okay. Let's see. I'm not on Yesterland right now. Wait. It's it says it closed September 7th, 2010.
Okay, something's wrong
Wait.
here.
Yeah, something's wrong. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, but A Bug's Land was later.
What
Wasn't it?
what what if it's October 7th, 2012?
Yeah, maybe. That didn't sound. Yeah, there's no freaking way. That's why. What? Was
Yeah.
this Wikipedia that gave me this? Yeah.
Really?
Wow. That's yeah.
Suggest the edit.
I don't even know how to do that.
Me either.
Yeah, Bountiful Valley Farm doesn't even have like okay. So, anyways, it's tough to be a bug. Was there when Bountiful Valley Farm opened, apparently, which is cool. But yeah, I'm still mad about this. Did okay. I'm gonna find when this opened. A Bug's Land. Let's see. Fandom, which I guess we'll trust fandom. Dude, even fandom says it opened in 2002.
That's too okay. Maybe I don't know.
No, dude.
There's no way, right?
I don't. Oh, generative AI.
What?
Cool. Google has its AI thing that's like telling me stuff about it.
Yeah. Oh, I see. I see. Fandom opening date October 7th, 2002.
Yeah.
And then, but on Disney Parks, it said A Bug's Land opened Disney California Adventure on October 7th. So yeah, it is.
What?
Yeah, Disney Park blog, Disney history section. 10 years ago today, Disney California Adventure Parks guests got their first chance to shrink to the size of a bug and see the world from a new perspective when A Bug's Land opened on October 7th, 2002.
So how?
How did this? Where was this
Okay,
time?
all the rides were off the shelf,
Yes,
but that's quick.
that was.
We can't even open a freaking treehouse in a year.
Dude, seriously, that's insane. I mean, they were off the shelf, but they were still themed to Bugs Land.
Yeah. I want an article on how this was so fast. Like, I'm still, yeah, dude, opening in
Seriously,
summer of 2002.
that's summer. October 7th is not summer. Get out
Yeah,
of
I
here.
know. Okay, so I wasn't wrong.
No, you're right. You were right, my friend.
Yeah, delete your comment. So, anyways, so I'm gonna, dude. What's a bigger claim to fame? I've been on Superstar Limo, or I've been to Bountiful Valley Farm.
I mean,
Oh, I think it's still
it's still
Superstar.
yeah. Legendary.
Yeah. Okay. when did Bountiful Valley Farm close? Like, that's what we
That
gotta know.
yeah, that's the big question here.
Dude, these articles say officially closed in 2010. Oh,
Maybe
no.
maybe there was still that section toward the exit, and they still called it Bountiful Valley Farm. I don't know.
Oh, it's saying, yeah, maybe? Because it's saying it closed for, like, Cars Land.
What?
'Cause
Okay, that
Cars Land is, like, the other side.
okay. I'm gonna look up DCA map 2009. Let's see what it says.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh
Yeah.
my god,
What?
California Adventure map 2009. Okay, let's
Yeah,
see
because
here.
okay, dude, if a scanned guide to the magic brochure, July 26th to August 6th, 2002,
Yeah.
copyright Disney, has Bountiful Valley Farm, and it's tough to be a bug inside of Bountiful Valley Farm.
Hmm. Yep. I see it on the map here. I see it on the map. Okay. Yeah,
But
because there is a little section toward the end there that
no, but look, okay, when A Bug's Land opened in fall 2002, Bountiful Valley Farm became part of that district instead of being its own district.
I mean,
Santa Rosa Seed and Supply became PT Flea Market. Caterpillar continued to sponsor Bountiful Valley Farm until late 2006. When Caterpillar left, they took their tractors with them. In 2007, Disney announced a redo. Plans showed that the site of Bountiful Valley Farm would become the starting point for the desert road into Cars Land.
check it out, dude.
So
I just sent it to you.
this is okay. When is this?
2009.
So it was already there in
It was already
2000.
yeah.
Oh, so Bountiful Valley Farm is on the right of it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So
Here's
was there anything else there?
here's the I sent you the full thing also.
I want the 2001 map.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
TBT, dude. 2001 California.
Remember when we
Map.
were like, this is going to be a short episode, and now we have like
Now this one point.
the funk landing it up right here. I found
Yeah.
the map. Okay.
It
Yeah.
looks
So
like
oh,
Bugs Land wasn't even really like
it took like part of it, but
yeah.
added on
Yeah.
to there was an area that didn't exist. So it took just like that front area, which had the plants there. So it
Yeah.
stole the entrance. Got it. Okay. That's interesting.
That's
Yeah, and then
very interesting.
man, what a okay. So they had always planned on this then,
I mean, I guess so.
or no? Because there was still part of the farm,
I'm pretty sure this was Bugs Land was a reaction to when DCA first opened, and everyone was like, "This is not Disney,"
and there are no kids rides.
and there are no exactly, and there are no
Yeah,
kids rides. So it's
and
like, here's one of our newest IPs. Let's make a land out of it.
yeah, it was a new IP back then. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So the reason we're doing this episode is because A Bug's Land closed September 4th, 2018. So it's been 5 years since it's closed. 5 years
R.I.P.
and a couple days. So we gotta give it its flowers, so to speak. So yes, like we mentioned, it's tough to be a bug was an opening attraction at DCA, so it made sense for them to kind of expand on that. So Rain, you might see these links, and you, dear listener, may see some links in the description. I found the archive links to the Disneyland website.
Ooh, I just
The,
clicked it. Let's see what happens.
yeah, it's from like 2012, so
I get an
old
about
website.
blank here.
So you guys, I don't know if you got it. It takes a second to load. I don't know if you guys like when we do this, but we're reading from the Disneyland website for A Bug's Land back in the day. A Bug's
Y-
Land.
Mine says 503 service unavailable.
Well, I copy pasted.
Perfect.
Yeah. See the world from a bug's perspective in A Bug's Land, based on the Disney Pixar film A Bug's Life. This playful place is built especially for little ones and is full of insect-sized surprises. Attractions. Go underground and see what the buzz is all about in the 3D experience. It's tough to be a bug. At Flick's Fun Fair, see how the bugs have created a place of their own where even we ants can have big fun. Hop on the hilarious Heimlich choo choo train as he winds his way through one schnack after another. Or climb aboard Flick's Flyers and take a whirl through the air in the ingenious ant's latest invention. That's just the beginning. There's lots to do and see in this land where bugs live large. Speaking of living large, the next point was a bug's view. In a bug's land, you can shrink to the size of the land's inhabitants so that you can see things from their point of view. Giant garden hoses spray water, discarded Chinese food boxes become flying vehicles, and an umbrella serves as a circus tent. The exaggerated size makes this whimsical world look even larger. And discover wonderful insect details like the fireflies whose bottoms become lamplights, as well as the towering flowers. It's a place where young and old can get down in the weeds, yet enjoy the flowers.
I know that when Imagineering made this land, the first thing that I'm sure was on their checklist was like how immersive this place can actually be, because it was served to them on a platter. When it comes to like just shrinking somebody, it's like very interesting because I mean there was Honey I Shrunk the Kids, and like I feel like that was a really big trend from like the mid '80s to
Oh,
like
yeah.
the mid 2000s, just being small. So when they made an actual land of it, it was cool, man. Like that was a neat experience.
Yeah, let's talk about some of the theming and immersion. Daphne writes in and says, miss shrinking as we entered the land. And Heimlich shoot your train. But yeah, it worked. Like you'd look up and there are the giant clovers, and there were those nice little touches like yeah, the little, they're the little bugs that are the lamplights. But I also love the Christmas lights that
Yeah.
were huge. And there is there is a remnant of that, but I'll put that at the end. There's a remnant of Christmas lights. Uh, okay. But yeah, these are like the big colored Christmas lights, like the bulbous ones,
Hmm.
and really cool to see that. And Drink Up Disney writes in, the theming was whatever that hands up emoji is. Avengers falls flat in that department, and it's a clear difference. Rain, we're not going to talk about Avengers Campus this week.
Okay.
Avengers
We
Campus replaced the Bugs Land,
Yeah.
and we will discuss Avengers Campus next week.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
It's
don't
a
worry.
bad word from here on out.
It's just like, let's focus on a Bugs Land.
Yeah.
We'll give you a whole episode next week to complain. Don't worry. It's not a two-parter, but whatever. So, yeah, the Rain. Do you remember the popsicle stick benches?
The best. The
They
best.
were used popsicle sticks too.
Yeah,
Like
that's the best part about it.
it wasn't just like an arts and crafts thing of just like you buy the popsicle sticks. Like you had to eat all these popsicles. And the way that the coloring was faded, just perfect.
Yeah.
It looked like an eaten popsicle. And do you know what they did with those benches afterwards?
No
They
idea.
donated it to a local school district.
Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really cool. Good, because those that was very, very creative.
Yeah, one of my favorite things for sure. The let's see. I keep losing my spot. So Joey A actually wrote in and said it was a cool theme, but not much else. I have no real emotional or sentimental attachment to it.
Hmm.
But Tiffy Luna wrote in and said, I miss walking through the giant cereal box to get to Hollywoodland and Heimlich's Choo Choo Train, and I miss the shade. So I linked a little walkthrough in the theming, Rain. It's a box of Cowboy Crunchies oven toasted oats, which is
Interesting.
it's like a Woody themed thing. You can see his little hand,
Yeah, I
but
see it.
they're the little cutouts of Bugs Life characters in the box.
Like the inside of a cereal box.
Yeah. So all this is kind of themed. Like a lot of this has to do with PT Flea. So it's like
Mhm.
the merchandise of the circus. And so yeah, you walk through a big cereal box, Rain. There's those lights with the leaves around them.
Yeah, that was cool,
Like
man.
this was Disney's first immersive land, right?
I think first immersive IP based land.
Yeah, like yeah, based like you're in another world
Yeah.
You're in the world of a movie.
Yeah. I think this is. I'm trying to think anything. California. I mean, at Disney World. No, no,
Not at
because
that time.
anything in the mid '90s
No
was just
IP.
no IP,
This
no
was the
IP.
first IP land, right?
Yeah,
IP
and
based
like I
land.
said, I think it was a direct reaction to the DCA 1.0 opening. They needed more. They wanted more IP.
Mickey wasn't even on the Ferris wheel, dude.
Yeah, it was a son
There I don't think there was there a single Disney thing?
at the opening of DCA.
Yeah, I have the map, right? Let's see. They
I don't think
ano
so.
yeah, another big thing was, like, they brought the electrical parade because they had nothing. Yeah, there is,
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in Hollywoodland?
yeah, Mission Tortillas, like, flying but none of the even the names. You know what? Closest you're gonna get is Jim Henson's Muppet Vision 3D, and they
Yeah.
hadn't it was Jim Henson's, it wasn't Disney didn't own it yet, right?
No, I think Disney owned it. I think they bought it in the early '90s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, there is nothing here. Oh, man, such cheesy names, but yeah, there no Disney at all.
crazy,
And that
crazy.
dude, that was Pixar, which is
Which
even
which still at the time wasn't Disney.
I'm looking that up. When did Disney buy Pixar?
I'm saying
2006.
2006. Yeah. Yep. Because that was the big thing when Iger came in.
Dude, 7.4 billion more than Star Wars.
Yeah.
They knew what they had.
Yeah.
Yeah, so super immersive theme land. Reyes says the music for sure. I don't actually remember the music of the land. However, A Bug's Life music and score, probably one of my favorites. I've been humming the theme all day and like kind of whistling it too. A little whistle while you work.
No, that song that yeah, it was
Yeah.
awesome, dude. Awesome.
Yeah, I've got a drawing of Flick near my front door. Like
Yeah.
him with his little getup when he's ready to go out. So good.
The like archetype of the crazy inventor that is like the lead protagonist is always the best. It seriously is always the best.
Kimmy said that Flick is basically Christopher Columbus because they paid for him to go on his expeditions just so he stops bothering them.
Yeah, hey.
That's what he did. He's like, "Come on, I want to go." And they're like, "No, no, no, get out of here!" And then he kept bothering them, and because he was Italian, right? And he was bothering the Spanish,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Fine, just take a galleon and get out. Stop bothering us." They're like, "Oh, he'll leave and he'll never come back, and we could get back to work," which is a bug's life. So, yeah. All right. So, Flick's Fun Fair was kind of the theme of this whole place. It's funny because you have the circus, you have a Bugs Land, but the whole thing is Flick's Fun Fair. So it's for the kids. It's themed as a carnival type thing,
Yeah.
which is kind of smart because in a way you're not in the world of A Bug's Life, right?
What
You're
do you mean?
in you're not at the hill, the
No,
big
no, no,
tree.
no, no.
If
Yeah,
they did this now, we'd have the big tree.
dude, it's honestly it's almost like Batu. It's like you're not on Tatooine, but you're
Yeah,
somewhere similar.
Batooine. Yeah, yeah, it's similar and yeah, I feel like we'd get like a tree of lifestyle thing.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
wonder if they'd change the leaves. So Tess writes in under Tess C. Bugs Land is and always will be an immersive experience for the little guys. It was the details and the whimsy that made it a DCA classic. The small rides were perfect for the classic carnival experience and themed in a way that made sense with the big circus vibe of A Bug's Life. I will always prefer Heimlich's Choo Choo Train to any Marvel whatever. Love you, Bugs Land. You are missed. So yeah, I got a picture from Cynthia of
Of
uh,
Heimlich's?
no of the kids when they were just
Oh.
kids.
Oh,
I'll
the
send it to you.
menials.
We are gonna post them. I asked her for permission. She sent me the pictures, so it's a little before and after for you, Rain. But
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
dude, look at that wide
The
open old school DCA.
Yeah. It says that's Bountiful Farms on the other side, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, no. So That was see, it says, "Welcome to A Bug's Land," and what's his face is
Oh yeah,
carrying the so oh, okay, they called it yeah, Bountiful Valley Farm is there, but then if you go to the new one, it just says Flick's Fun Fair, and they added that mural that was, like, peeling.
yeah, yeah,
Remember
yeah.
the wall? So they kinda changed it over time, and we had a little section of the farm, but, yeah, that was already when the construction was starting. So, yeah, the first thing that was for the littlest kids
Yeah.
is Princess Dot Puddle Park, which featured an oversized garden hose nozzle that sprayed water at guests, as well as a giant spigot that spurted water. It was like a huge pipe that just like water ran down and a little splash pad. So Kimmy wrote in, said it entertained a lot of kids and gave the parents a break. Dot's Puddle Park was the perfect cure for kids' midday zoomies.
I wonder why they don't have a splash pad anymore. Like, it might be like
Dude,
kids
this
were
was like
falling too much.
no, because oh, because this is like the yeah, the fountain type deal.
Yeah, yeah. If they were to do another splash pad or area like that, it would have been in Toontown, but they didn't give it
They
to us.
did though. They did the splash pad, like the modern splash pad, where it's the raised pad and you splash around in it.
Don't I forgot.
Okay, you know the mini fountain?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are lower
Ah, that's
that's a
right.
splash pad.
That's right. Okay.
I
Okay.
think this is called a fountain pad, no?
It might be.
Let's
It
see,
might be.
fountain pad. No, a fountain mat.
Dude, it's crazy. Like sometimes when I go to City Walk and I'm passing by that Abercrombie and Fitch in the front, that splash pad people get drenched. And it's like it just does not look safe. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that is still a splash pad, but yeah. So, yeah, it's great for kids because I don't know why. Kids love getting soaked
Yeah.
in the middle of the day. And, maybe they're a little stinky, so it'll help them out. Maybe not. But yeah,
Or it
it's
gets them
dude,
stinky.
adults love when kids can run around and they don't have to worry about them running around because nap time is incoming.
Yeah.
So there was also to the right of the entrance for a moment the Blueberry Scout Jamboree, which is just like a little arts and crafts area that they kind of do with, they do food and wine, has the little tables.
Mm-hmm.
So the Blueberry Scouts were Dot's little scout
They're
troop.
they're Girl Scouts, yeah.
Yeah, and the jamboree is like the big meetup of the scouts every year. So they like in real life.
Yeah.
So which is just so American.
Yeah,
Like
it is.
we're gonna meet up at the jamboree. And also, dude, anytime someone's like, "Oh, it's in Irvine off of Jamboree," I'm like, "What isn't off Jamboree in
Yeah.
Irvine?"
Yeah, yeah, straight up.
All right, so we're gonna talk about the rides, and you're gonna see why these are for kids. So let's start with Flix Flyers, a ride that many of you may have unwittingly ridden recently. Hop in to a discarded food carton for a flight in Flick's latest invention, and then the bullet point, the invention. That inventive ant Flick has done it again. This time, he's gathered up discarded food containers such as raisin boxes, Chinese food takeout cartons, and even animal cookie boxes to make flyers. He then stitched together some leaves to make balloons and tied them to twigs to create a whirling flying machine. Let's talk about the design, right? Even the center of this there's a little ice cream Cool Whip container type deal. And
I'm
then
going
on
to end
top
that video.
yeah, and then on top of that, there's a pie pan, and then the flyers are connected with straws, and
What
this
are those walnuts?
no, they're the leaves sewn together.
Got it, got it, got it, got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
And then even the sign for the ride is a paper airplane that says Flix Flyers on it with a drawing.
That's good.
Like,
That's real good.
it's so beautiful.
You see the
For
bottom of that Dixie cup
no,
right under the pan? There's it's like half of a Dixie cup.
let me see. No,
Mm.
Rain, that's like a when it raises up, it's called a Whip-O Whirl. It's like Cool Whip.
Oh, it looks like a Dixie cup from this angle.
Dixie cup. Like the
Yeah.
paper cups?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
little ones though.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like whatever a Whippo Whirl is.
Oh yeah, you know what? That makes sense because relative to the pan size. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gotta be Cool Whip then,
Yeah.
because ice cream would be smaller, yeah, so Cool Whip. Yeah, and then those aren't straws. In my head, they were straws. There's straws nearby, but those aren't it.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, dude, it looks so cool, and it doesn't look like a ride. And now I don't know what the hell's going on with Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind, which is what this ride is. It's like just covered in bulbous plastic
Yeah.
and doesn't look right.
Yeah. No,
Like
this looks great, dude. This was awesome.
even
I,
dude, even raised up, like it has the theming.
yeah. Yeah. Like you see, do you notice the fence of ice cream
Yeah.
spoons? Oh man, that's good. That's good stuff.
So good. And even dude, even the fencing around the whole land is you see it in the background? Like all the wood, the craggly wood. They're
Yeah.
it's like twigs.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Everything is to scale and it's awesome. So yeah, let's see. Flick's flight is another bullet point. As you lift off and begin the spin, Flick's Flyers takes you up, up, up above the clover leaves and grassy stalks for a fabulous view of a bug's land. See the surrounding attractions such as Tuck and Rolls, Drive 'em Buggies, and the Francis Ladybug Boogie. Now it's not just queen ants that can fly. You can too. So the reason is for kids. First of all, any height can ride this.
That's cool.
It literally says any height, which is awesome. Second, not scary at all. It doesn't really go that high.
Hmm.
Does it go higher than the clovers? Doesn't,
No.
right? Yeah.
No.
So, but you get up there, but it's like a really deep container, let's say. So you don't feel like you're gonna fly out. It's not fast. You don't control it. It just goes up and down. Very short little ride too. Probably just to get people in and out of it because it's low capacity. But probably also like if a kid's scared, it's not gonna last that long. Yeah.
Did you ever feel like this ride took a long time to like had a long wait time? Because I never felt that about Flix Flyers, but now I feel it. I feel it for Inside Out. I feel like that line goes up to 30 all the time.
Hmm. Are there just more people?
Or it's like Inside Out's less hidden, I guess.
Yeah, it's just like right there.
Yeah.
So maybe, and it's like one of the only kids rides now,
Yeah.
as opposed to all the other ones mentioned in this ride.
Crazy that this got rid of 4 rides.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
and you could say it only got rid of 3 because we got Flix Flyers and Emotional Whirlwind, but not that it replaced it. But Emotional Whirlwind had Mulholland, not Mulholland Madness. That's a Goofy Scout. It had
Boomer,
Maliboomer,
Maliboomer.
Maliboomer. Yeah, I still want a Malibu burrito. That was our chicken tender burrito, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It was.
dude. You know what would be the Malibu burrito? Remember the you okay, you were frozen for a second. Those Thai chicken tenders with the fries?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The California burrito, but with man.
Chicken now, that'd be great.
But dude, Asian slaw.
Ah, dude, I'm
So
hungry. Stop, please. God.
you didn't eat?
No, I'm waiting for Brandy to get out of work, and I'm gonna make some carne asada.
Doesn't she work late?
Not today. Not
Oh,
today. She
okay.
gets out at like 9.
You're gonna make carne asada at 9 p.m.
You know it, dude.
All right.
You know it.
Okay. So next up, Francis's Ladybug Boogie. Even though Francis is no lady, he can teach you to boogie like a bug. Get ready to boogie. Climb on to the back of one of the ladybugs. As the music starts to jitterbug, you whirl under the colorful canopy past the giant old-fashioned 45 RPM record. Your ladybug doesn't just spin to the music, but it grooves on a figure 8 track. You don't have to do anything to make your ladybug spin. Just lean to one side or the other to get the biggest boogie out of your bug. Laugh all the way to the last note of the ladybug's swingin' single. So this is like the first iteration of Maters. This is
That's
also for
exactly what I was thinking.
first okay, it does do they tilt though? Or they're just
No,
kind of
they're
you just
just
kind
it. It's like the teacups in a way.
yeah, it's the teacups. You don't fling around because there's no swinging thing, but you get onto another disc.
Yeah.
And it seems like every time you pass it, it's always a figure 8. So there's no I mean, maybe Majors is like that too. But yeah, it's just like Maters. You get pass around the different discs, and it doesn't fling around any height again. And yeah, cute little theming. It gets a little weird because you're like bug scale, but you're inside of a fake ladybug type deal. But it's okay.
Yeah,
We don't have
we
to think
don't
about it too
question
much.
it. Right.
Because Flick's Flyers was very like Flick made this, and this is just like, all right, you're in a ride vehicle. But I always loved that 45 record. See, you know what's funny? I didn't grow up with these, but when it says 45 RPM record, it doesn't sound right because it's just called a 45.
Yeah.
Like, I was gonna say I didn't grow up with 45s, but I like that it has a little adapter too, which you would need if I mean you'd probably always need it, but if you have a full turntable, you could lay it in the center. But a lot
I
of
have
them
no idea how those things work.
okay. So I believe a regular LP or whatever record is 33 RPM.
Okay.
And then they had these smaller ones that you'd have to play at 45 RPM. And I believe they might even be higher quality. Uh,
Okay.
so you'd have to like I don't know exactly, but they were smaller, but they had the center punched out, like about the size of a half dollar.
Mm-hmm.
So there there was no place for like the needle, not needle, the pin to go.
So like the holder, yeah.
Yeah. So you'd put this plastic adapter in there and it would adapt it. Why was it that
Um,
way? I don't know. Now, if you have a turntable, like a flat one, it it would probably slide around from the needle, but some of them you can kind of like stick it on the turntable, you know what I mean? And get away with it. But you need that little adapter. But that's another thing
never
I
used
recommend to people when they want a record player. I'm like, don't buy one that has the record floating because it just warps as it
it.
goes. You know what I'm talking about?
Has
Get
to
a
be flat.
turntable. Like a turntable and an amp. I know it costs more money, but if you're like, "Oh, it's gonna sound really good," don't buy the Rain, what's the brand? Ion or something?
Talk
That
about the
everyone
Target one?
the Ion and like what is it, Crosley or something?
Crosley. Yep.
Yeah.
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 Fine. Yep. Crosley. Oh man.
Yeah. Dude, I had a sick Sony turntable,
Oh, that's
and I was gonna take it. My grandpa was giving it away, and then, like, 2 days before I went to get it, he gave it to someone else, and I was like, "What?"
that's the worst. That's
Rest
the
in peace, love my grandpa, but I was like, "Hold your horses." 'Cause how cool would that would have been, dude? Like
yeah,
a
you would have
full
still
s
had it.
dude, it was a full stack. So
Full.
it was a turntable, the Sony amp, a receiver,
Mhm.
a double tape deck or something.
That's cool.
Crazy.
That's
And then
cool.
on the bottom, there was this huge shelf, and it would fit all the records. Big cabinet with the glass door with
Who
the
got it?
spring-loaded magnet. One of my uncle's employees.
Ah,
I
gotta
hope they're
break
enjoying
his
it.
kneecaps.
No, I did. They're my uncle's employees, one of some of the nicest people on the planet, most helpful people. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah, this is it's like the teacups, a little bit different at least. So, most of these rides, they were like off the shelf rides, but does this exist anywhere else?
I don't think so. I've never seen this. I mean, like you said, it's an early iteration of Mater.
Yeah, so
That system was probably
Imagineering
just
did
transferred
this.
over.
Yeah, kind of. Okay, I'm gonna look up Francis Ladybug. Francis.
Ladybug Boogie.
Yeah, because they'll put the manufacturer.
Hmm.
Yesterland fandom. See, this is the problem. This is like before we knew everything.
It's where nothing was documented.
Yeah, because like usually it'll say like the manufacturer, Walt Disney Imagineering or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, it says whip style ride, but we'll never know. Okay. Also, Rain. I figured out how to do the X on the keyboard. It's Command W as if you're closing a tab, but when there are no more tabs, it closes the window. The red X.
Yeah.
When you want to close the window but not quit, it's Command
Oh
W.
yeah. Command W. Window.
Yeah,
Close window.
yeah. You didn't tell me that.
Wait,
There's
if you have
still no
multiple tabs,
switch.
it won't close the window. You have to
Yeah,
get rid
but
of all the
if you,
tabs first.
yeah. Anyways, let's talk about tuck and rolls, drive 'em buggies. Drive yourself buggy in these pill bug bumper cars under the circus tent at PT Flea's Circus. Welcome to PT Flea's Circus. PT Flea welcomes you to his flea circus. Jeez. While it might be the shabbiest show in town, the lovable Hungarian pillbugs Tuck and Roll are here to take you on one of the bumpiest rides of your life.
I did not know they
Climb,
were Hungarian. Thank you for informing
yeah.
us.
Climb into a pillbug and steer your way around the track that winds under the sprawling Big Top. As you drive counterclockwise around the pole, listen to Tuck and Roll chatter away incomprehensibly. What in the world are they saying? Maybe you can be the first to figure it out. So this is
Did
the
you?
first.
Sorry. Did you realize that this is an umbrella? Because you mentioned it earlier. It never dawned on me that that was an umbrella.
Rolls. Let me look it up.
I'm just
I
watching
don't.
the
I know what it
walkthrough
looks like,
again.
but I don't know if I did.
That's the dude. Now
'Cause
after I look at that, that looks great. That's an umbrella, the Resident Evil umbrella.
yeah, because it looks like a circus tent.
Yeah,
So I think I just thought it was a circus tent, but it's got like the little supports as if it was pushed up
that's
as an
genius.
umbrella.
That is genius.
Man, look at what we've lost. Right?
Seriously, man.
What did Avengers Campus cost? Everything. So these are just bumper cars. They are just bumper cars. Disney's only violent ride.
Yeah.
But that's fine. The
There
floor
was
looks really
another
nice.
bumper cars though. Don't get it twisted. At Disney Quest, the Mighty Ducks bumper cars.
What?
There were Mighty Ducks bumper cars that you would load. They would have cannons on them, and you would shoot each other with these cannons.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was insane, dude. But
Oh, wow. There are little crayons that say drive them this way, like pointing in the
so cool.
counterclockwise.
Yeah, I see the yellow one.
Yeah, the little center thing. Man, this is, and they have the Christmas lights once again.
Yeah.
Hanging above. Dude, look at it compared to like wheeler dealer bumper cars at Knott's. The floor, just the floor, makes it look so much nicer. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I wonder if it's supposed to be like you're on a deck or something like that. Let's see. This is called. Oh, okay. So these are fancy newer style. They don't have. Okay, so normal bumper cars have the metal floor and ceiling, and that pole completes the circuit.
Right. This
So
one
these
didn't.
have, it's called a floor pickup. All power comes from the floor with alternating strips of metal separated by insulating spacers.
Oh, you can see that. Okay.
So that's why it's under that high umbrella and why it looks so nice and it's so
Yeah.
fun. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, they're just bumper cars, but kids love that stuff, dude. Like, I don't know if I'd ever be like, gotta go on those bumper cars.
Right. But it was nice for them to be there.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
But this required kids to be 36 inches tall, which is not a tall order,
Yeah.
pun intended, but
not a high ask.
yeah. Nice. Okay. Any thoughts? Any further thoughts on the driving buggies, Rain?
No, I mean, dude, like on the
We're a
corners.
little too old, I think.
What do you mean?
I feel like we're just outside of the range to have like
Oh.
these.
Us
Yeah.
ourselves. Yeah. I did appreciate it. If you like see a zoomed out version of the umbrella, you will notice that around the perimeter, it has supports holding up the ends of it. But those supports look like straws.
Yeah, the straws are everywhere.
The straws, and it's like it kind of doesn't make sense, but it does make sense. The like thick boba straws, okay, sure. But it's so cool, man.
I'm trying to see the straws. Oh, okay. No, they're milkshake straws.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, boba.
Before boba, dude.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. So Heimlich's Choo Choo Train. I left this last because people love this so much. So let's read just a bit. Ride around the track as this talkative Bavarian caterpillar invites you on a smellicious journey through his favorite food. Chew, Heimlich, chew. The hilarious Heimlich winds his way through one snack after another. Smell each snack as he chomps through every delectable tidbit, watermelon, carrots, candy corns, and more. You'll soon discover he's not particularly choosy about what he likes to eat. His belly seems to be bottomless once again for any height. Rain. He's Bavarian. So we got Bavarians, we got Hungarians.
I did not know this. I
What about
apparently Eastern
praying
Europe,
the praying mantis? Uh,
English,
huh?
English.
I don't know. Let's see. What's his name? Manny.
Wait, repeat that. I didn't hear
His name is Manny. He's a mantis.
that. That's perfect.
He's Gypsy's husband. His magic act, Chinese cabinet of metamorphosis. Okay. He has an English accent, but it doesn't say.
Mhm.
Oh well. Okay. So yes, Heimlich's Choo Choo Train. Nice Los writes in. I miss walking through the animal cracker box and smelling the vanilla. So you don't walk through an animal cracker box. There is a box of Casey Jr. cookies on
That's
Heimlich Choo
good.
Choo Train.
That's good.
Genius. And JD writes in, Heimlich's Choo Choo Train was so fun. We would always look for the 4-leaf clover at night when the land was empty. So he wrote like 2 little things. And Natalie C writes in, I used to go as a kid and the Choo Choo Train was my favorite. Rain, this had a cult following
It
when we
did.
were like late high school, early college
Yeah.
years. Why?
The smells, dude. When you put those smells out for people, it hooks people in. I don't know what it is.
I just
It's got to be
th-
the smells.
it's not the
Everything.
orange though, you know? Like the smells were fine.
The watermelon, the
Eh,
animal crackers,
but
dude.
they weren't like,
It hit people.
you know what though? I know what animal crackers smell like, and it didn't smell like that.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
mind's nose can smell a box of animal crackers, and it didn't smell like the Choo Choo Train.
Have I
But
told you? Have I told you about those animal crackers that I have? Those
no,
Reese's. They're covered in peanut butter and coated on with chocolate on one side
what?
from Costco. Yeah, I'll bring some for you next week because I got a big bag of it.
That's dangerous.
It is dangerous. It is.
We should be getting concoction soon.
Oh,
Also,
all right.
yeah.
Cool.
In time for Tramtober? I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah, we got to get on that Tramtober stuff. So
Oh,
yeah,
I got some stuff cooking by the way for Tramtober,
Ooh,
costumes wise.
well, you got to let me know so I can.
Yeah, I do.
I got to bounce off of them. I have no idea what to do this year. So this ride was fine. I mean, all right, it was low
You know,
budge.
you know what though? It was unique in the sense of we don't. No, that's wrong. I was gonna say we don't have another train ride that is slow moving like this, but
Literally said it right here.
we
Casey
just
Jr.
said it, Casey Jr. Yeah,
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's the point of the ride is you're going through foods and smells at the scale of a bug riding on top of a caterpillar who
Mhm.
likes to eat. It's like this isn't a stretch at all.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Maybe Heimlich is a little stretched, but like that's about it. But you can kind of like see on either side of the train because there has to be like a walking path. Like it's very
yeah.
barren, maybe. But it's cute. The giant watermelon was like super iconic that you could see it
Mhm.
from the land. The sign was like a donut, right? So
I also think it has a lot to do with Heimlich being probably most people's favorite character in the movie.
yeah, like his voice is very iconic. The
Hmm.
narration is very funny. He was never my favorite. I always thought he was funny. But
Yeah,
yeah, I I think it's funny how obsessed people are
I mean
with
he's
him.
still in World of Color, right? Oh no, he was in World of Color.
Well, they're gonna bring it back, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, people love this ride. I wrote it. I could see how kids absolutely love this ride.
Yeah.
I thought the cult following among adults was always funny. But if it's like my 4-year-old loves Heimlich Choo Choo Train, it's like, of course they do. They probably think this is the funniest thing they've heard in their entire lives
Probably.
because of his accent and just like how excited he is to eat, you know? So I understand. I understand. So, Rain, shall we reminisce a little bit and clean up some crumbs?
Let's do it.
So Cynthia writes in and says, "It was a gem, and I'm sad it's gone." And Nicole wrote in and said, "Getting rid of it was a mistake." Kevin, in person, said, "Bring it back." That's all. And Emily wrote in and said, "I miss almost everything about this land. Dot splash pad, Flicks flyers, the shade.
The
And my,
shade's a big thing. Yeah.
and my personal fave, it's tough to be a bug because I love to people watch and see them be scared." So, Rain, we actually didn't talk about It's Tough to Be a Bug. I've never seen this show.
Still to this day, you have never seen the show
No, because,
because it's gone.
yeah, because I have been in that theater for a preview. So, I have experienced the wonders of walking underground.
So was it the Coco preview?
It was Zootopia. So they had the
Zootopia.
effects going with all
Okay.
the little rats under you or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I love like the entrance of the theater. Now, I do not like spiders. And there are spiders that come down from the ceilings, right?
Big
So you
spiders.
could see them during the previews, but they don't come down. Is this show still in Animal Kingdom or whatever?
And when we go to Animal Kingdom, that's the first thing you're gonna do because that's the one thing in that park that doesn't have a wait.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
And
the spiders don't go. They're not in front of you, so it's like
no,
it's fine.
no, no.
Yeah, they're just.
Uh, and it is like under the tree
That's
of
pretty
life.
cool.
Yeah,
So was it there first or?
I think it was there first.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Animal Kingdom opened 95. I would imagine it got added around like 99, 2000.
Uh,
I could just be talking. I don't know.
let's see. It's tough to be a bug. Why does it say closing date? Did it reopen?
No idea. Is it gonna close
Wait,
for good? I don't know.
no. You know what? I think it grabbed the closing date from DCA
Mm.
and put it with Disney World. Hmm. All right, I don't. Yeah, the opening date says February 2001, but that's DCA. Oh, April 22nd, 98.
There you go.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I never saw this, but I have been in the theater. Super cool, for sure. But it is now taken up by web slingers.
Yeah.
Took over the building, and that's why you go underground. But that, dude, how cool was that entrance?
Seriously.
Probably one of the coolest things. And yeah, there was tons of shade in this land. That was the point of the land, almost
It
like,
was almost like you were encapsulated in this whole area.
yeah. And DCA is a hot land.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's nowhere near as bad as Hollywood Studio, but it can still be pretty bad.
Yeah, there aren't many trees outside of Grizzly Peak. And this was just like a bunch of artificial clovers that just completely shaded the land. And you had like the moisture from dots. You had the terrible bathroom, which is still a terrible bathroom.
Which you said they didn't change much, right? Because I
No.
don't remember.
Yeah. They did only sell churros and freezes,
Mm.
right? I think there was no restaurant.
There was just the churro cart.
Yeah. And there was no merch store.
Disney would never these days.
Yeah. Dude, we would have like what would we call it?
Dude, I mean, look at Avengers Campus. How many stores are there? They're opening up a third one.
Yeah. Would it be called the Anthill? Like,
Ooh.
dude, imagine going inside the anthill with the glowing mushrooms.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So yeah, there was no. I'm trying to see it. Oh
I'm
wait, there
surprised.
was a store. There was a store.
Where?
It was PT Flea. We said it earlier. It was like something supply. PT Flea Market.
That was outdoor though.
Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, because I
PT.
don't remember any kind of store.
Yeah, I wonder if this was like they sold fruit or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh no, it's a store.
Oh, I see it. I see it here.
What's in there?
It was like a cabana.
A cabana.
I see a cabana. Is this not in DCA?
Oh yeah, that was the seed store in um Bountiful Valley Farm. They
Got it. Got
literally
it.
sold seeds and stuff, which we talked about in DC at 1.0. But yeah, it's like, dude, look at all those pins.
Yeah.
Pin collecting, pin accessories, more pin collecting. And what are these? Oh, dude, remember the Vinylmation?
Remember that? That lasted like a week.
No, dude, that lasted a few years.
Did it? I never got into it.
Dude,
I don't know.
Kayla and her mom were obsessed with those things. Like, they'd go check. But, yeah, the near the entrance, they had just a couple little trees that would grow fruit, and the sign, first of all, beautiful, very flik-esque,
Mhm.
and even the back of the sign said "bye" in, like, that classic lowercase Bugs Land font or Bugs Life font, and you could see Grizzly Peak from there, which is also beautiful. Like, you had dude, there was this light glimpse of DCA 1.0 up until 2018 because there was, like, that tiny little farmland type thing, plus, like
Right by the sign.
dude, here, let me put it on the camera.
Yep. 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 Yep.
But what's funny is I'm going to post it. I have a picture of I took this, let's see, like a month before closing with the buy.
Oof.
This was a surprise tool that'll help us later.
Yeah.
This was Sid from Kingdom Hearts. I know he's Final Fantasy, but like when he said, "I held on to this for 9 years in hopes that I'd use it someday," or something like that. So that's me. But yeah, a beautiful land with tons of shade, and we have a couple more write-ins. Sebastian simply wrote in with a grasshopper emoji, maybe because the question just had an ant emoji. Hector put the pleading faces, the misty eyes. Um, Jackson said, "I was scared of the big rides when I was younger, so Bugs Land was the spot with tons of nostalgia." And the same misty-eyed emoji. And Natalie H once again, bring it back. So yeah, it's never coming back. I
No.
wish it could. I wish the only thing I will say is I wish dude, they really should have gone forward with Avengers Campus in Hollywoodland and kept it Bugs Land.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened. That was the fork in the road.
What a big
And
miss, dude. What a big miss.
yeah, and dude, they're probably afraid to do another land based off of any IP right now.
Yeah.
W-
100%.
Okay, are we gonna get like Hispanic land? You know
I
what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, probably.
like a Latin America land, you know? Because you'll
La
get Coco,
Yeah.
Latino America.
Dude, it's gonna be called Latin Land.
No, it's not.
It's gonna be Coco, Encanto, and that's it. Which is enough to tell you the truth, but
No, 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 dude. We'll get some Sophia the First.
oh
Well,
yeah.
no,
No,
that's not South America though.
Elena of Avalor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. But yeah, it's I'm. It honestly still hurts me that it's gone. And here's my big reveal, Rain. I have only been on Heimlich Choo Choo Train. I have not been on any of the other rides.
What?
And I am
Really?
still lament the loss of this line. I still feel sad about this being gone. And we can say a lot of like, it's for the kids. Yeah. And we're like never gonna have kids, right? But like maybe. But we mean it because we didn't even go on these things and we were like, this was so great. We understood
Yeah.
because
It was a great walk.
dude,
Just to walk through was so
I was
fun.
I was never mad walking through there.
Yeah, me
Like,
either.
and there is the little back path through Hollywoodland and Cars Land, like going through that split path
Mhm.
too, with little sign on it and like the bamboo looking things and the straws, the lights, the popsicle sticks. Man, it was immersive in the way that you felt like you were in A Bug's Life, but that you were also immersed and encapsulated and covered.
Yeah.
It was like a little safe land, and maybe that's why kids loved it too. It's like you're not just out in the open in the crowds. You're in this it was almost a side area, and you couldn't really use it as a Cars Land, Hollywood Land shortcut because it was so windy. So, yeah, and just it was so awesome. So, let's talk Rain, you have any final thoughts before we get into a couple remnants of the
It's just
past?
it's kind of crazy because I feel like Bugs Land is it almost belongs in Disney Tokyo. I've never been to Disney Tokyo, but it just seems like that would be it.
Yeah, I
Like,
can't explain why, but I
yeah,
totally get you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I feel like that's the route that Disney's trying to go to right now. So it was just an odd decision that they chose to axe this out of everything.
Yeah, it is honestly crazy, but we'll talk about it next week,
Yeah,
Avengers Campus, but that there wasn't anything that they reused here except a building, and they could have just done that on the other side
yeah.
very easily. So, yeah, Hollywoodland. So, yeah, maybe their excuse was Guardians, which is facing the wrong way. So, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
It's facing into Hollywoodland.
yeah.
All right. So let's get into a couple remnants of the past. So there used to be, we mentioned this on Remnants of the Past in the early days. It's on our Instagram. I will probably post it again
Yeah.
because people haven't seen it. There was a remnant of Bountiful Valley Farm inside of a Bug's Land. The tractor seats. Rain, you remember these, right?
Yeah, the
There's a
yellow, they look like you were riding a horse kinda saddle.
so like tractors had these as their seats.
Did they?
Yeah, and when you would like do the little, farm tours and stuff when you were a
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, those things are awesome.
so it was a bench of 4 tractor seats. JD, right in. I want some tractor knowledge, some tractor lore. And there's a sign on the thing. What does it say? Something going to Flick's Fun Fair. I don't know. Yeah. And dude, I forgot about this. This isn't a remnant, but the view of the Hollywood Tower Hotel and now Guardians from
Oh, perfectly in the thirds, within the clover. That's so good, dude.
yeah, dude, this is a Reddit meme. I'm going to miss this view.
Yeah.
And it became a whole thing. But yeah, it's less good here, but great view of it. That was, dude. I think yes, in lore, this a Bug's Land was the garden
Shut up.
of the hotel and the collector's fortress. Yeah, I forgot that when they put that in the text of the other rides, like, and it overlooks the garden, and the
That's
garden is
hilarious.
because it looked even taller when you were down there.
Yeah.
So genius, just absolutely genius story for everything. But continuing with Remnants of the Past, Heimlich's a Heimlich's choo-choo train front vehicle is the full vehicle is in Pixar's headquarters in memory of the voice actor John Remft.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
So yeah, the late voice actor. I want to rest in peace. Also rest in peace to Manny's voice actor. I saw it while I was reading, but there's no place for it now. Some of the attraction's audio of Heimlich was reused for Heimlich's candy corn toss on Pixar Pier, one of the boardwalk games.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And
Bringing it
Disney
back.
wrote a little article about it. Now there is the innards of the vehicle in Web Slingers.
Mm,
You remember this, right? The
yeah.
big deal, like, oh, it's Heimlich's Avengers of the Fallen, and people lose their marbles over it. That's cool. And thank you, Johnny Metro, for pointing this out. A Flix Flyers dispatch control panel is inside the Hamada bot shop where you can meet Baymax now in San
Sh-
Francisco.
You heard it here first, dude. I had no
No, I
idea.
heard it on Johnny Metro's. Dude, look him
Yeah.
up. Look him up.
Yeah, no,
Did you see it?
no, I did not see this. Wait, on
Just
TikTok or?
it's probably on TikTok. I saw it on his Instagram. He's like TikTok famous. Friend of the show, Johnny Metro. Nice guy. It's I don't even have to describe it to you. Go check him out. It's just at Johnny Metro,
Oh, I see it here.
and it's awesome.
Oh, that's so cool, man.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Only 92 likes. Come on, that's a cool fact. Get him up there.
People, dude, they don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Only the real ones know. The tram stuff.
Exactly.
So, and finally, I said I would bring up the Christmas thing. This is not a Bugs Land uh, remnant of the past, really, but the eating area for Pim Test Kitchen near the Pim Tasting Lab, that whole like seating area has the green Christmas lights as if you were shrunken down to the size of an ant.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of, every now and then, Ant-Man walks around with a working, like moving model of a Bugs Land in his hands.
That's so cool.
That
When they first did that, I was so impressed.
that they didn't tear it down, they just shrunk it down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Have you seen
nice
it in
little
person?
I don't think so.
I've never seen it.
I'd love to though. That's I love this land so much. It was just so well done, and it was like the one thing when they redid DCA that I get is already perfect.
Yeah.
We're just gonna get rid of Bountiful Valley Farm, like whatever, So it's awesome. It was awesome. I wish I listened to this. Kevin Perjurer, Defunctland, was on Adam Conover's thing.
I listened to it too.
Maybe we'll talk about it in a moment. But
Yeah.
I just want to say he brought up the reason we get so nostalgic over defunct theme park things. You will never ride that ride again, and you will never go to that place again.
You can rewatch movies,
Yeah.
replay video games, but you can never do that thing. So cool.
Yeah. So I want to thank everyone for writing in with the things you loved about A Bug's Land, and always for listening. But yeah, I miss it because what's there simply does not compare.
It does not.
And it was just a nice reprieve from the sun. Nice place to have a little sip of whatever you got with you. Uh, dude, I'd love to eat a popsicle on a popsicle stick bench right now.
Yeah. Sounds great.
We had it so good. So let's you know what? We'll do this and we have it so good. So it's time for We Have It So Good. Where we in the Tram fam talk about our trips to Disneyland and what's bringing us joy lately. Right in with your trip recaps at trammin.com/ask. So Rain, what is bringing us joy lately? I watched / listen. Did you watch any of it?
I watched the whole thing.
It's hilarious.
He had the little, little animation
Dude, it
thing.
was like they animated it to match him, and like they had like the hand coming up when he would do like the facts or whatever.
It's from Adobe's character animator,
Oh,
where it syncs to audio and automatically does it. So no, 100%.
that's crazy.
Yeah, no, it was a really cool thing. It just had the big Defunctland logo with Mickey ears and with like a Mickey body, and he would randomly put his hands up and like point
Yeah,
at you.
so
It's cool.
I might forget to put this in description, like I forgot to put all the other stuff in the description last week. But you can look up Defunctland, Adam Conover. It's on podcast services too. But yeah, Kevin Perjurer of Defunctland talks about Defunctland and art and theme parks, and it was dude. It was a really good listen. I might listen to that podcast now.
He's a good speaker. Like
Yeah,
I enjoy him talking. That Adam, I had never heard of him before.
I've seen his like silly things that he does, and he
Yeah.
has like Adam Ruins Everything. But yeah, it was a great great questions, great interview skills, great conversation. So yeah, that was cool. Rain, you played Lorcana in the Grand Californian. What were the vibes? I just want to know the vibes.
Immaculate.
Okay.
But everyone kept coming up to us.
Uh-huh.
I kid you not, a good 20, 30 people.
Whoa.
Hey, is that like Pokemon? half of the people said that. I met some little kid. He was watching us. So I gave him a card. I gave him a hollow Goofy, and he was like through the roof. So it was cool.
A foil?
A foil, dude. It's worth a solid 90 cents. No, but he loved it. I literally was like, "Who do you like?" And he's like, "The Hatbox Ghost."
Not yet, kid.
I was like, "Yeah, not yet." I was like, "You like Goofy?" He's like, "I love Goofy." So I give him the flying Goofy.
That's cool.
That was cool.
Yeah, cool. Maybe I'll do that someday. I still wait. Dude, does Shop Disney not they don't say when stuff shipped, huh?
No idea.
Yeah.
I heard
Cool.
they're canceling orders though
Oh boy.
because they oversold.
I should have bought from Target.
You had the opportunity.
You know what though? I was one of the first orders in.
Hmm.
So when like people are still complaining, we'll see. Yeah, RJ sent me the Target thing multiple times. He got one or two things from Target. But it's fine. Whatever. All right. So Ozzy writes in. I forgot to put my We Have It So Good. You guys could put it in for next week if you want. But I went to Disneyland last Wednesday, finally, after being blocked pretty much all the summer, but went to DCA first. And before I got there, I mobile ordered the sweet Thai chili chicken tenders. It was pretty good. Only thing I would have changed was the liquid cheese. they had shredded cheese instead, I feel like that would have given it maybe a little bit of flavor. Yeah, you listen to Trammin, dude. We told you.
Yeah,
No
nacho
cheese.
cheese, get it out of here.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Went to Guardians. 35-minute wait ended up being a 40-minute wait, but still a good time. And then, dude, this guy loves Incredicoaster. He went every time he writes in
Yeah,
Incredicoaster.
he does.
Yeah, it's a great ride. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm not giving you crap. I just noticed. 30 minutes ended up being 50 minutes, which was
Ooh.
crazy. But whatever. After riding that, we went to Pacific Wharf. I guess San Francisco Square now. Is that like, oh, I'm on Twitter. I guess we call it X now. My friend got a beef bulgogi burrito, and it was pretty good. After meeting up with some other friends, Guardians, me and my other friend didn't feel like riding again, but we did watch the show out front for the first time, which was interesting, but it was cool. They incorporated the magic band, so my band kept lighting up and vibrating.
Oh, that's cool.
Say you're free? No, he has the olive one, I think. After that, we went to Spider-Man, which I don't know why that line never moved, but we ended up getting out of line. It said 30 minutes, ended up being 60. So we headed to Disneyland. But before meeting up with other friends, we walked around Grizzly Peak, took in the vibes, as well as Buena Vista Street. But anyways, went to Disneyland and pretty much didn't ride anything over there. I just wanted a mango and pineapple Dole Whip float because I was craving it since it was so hot that day. After heading home, it was overall a nice time. I always feel overwhelmed when I get there because I keep saying I want to try something new, whether it's a new drink or food. So next time, definitely going to be trying some new drinks and food. Glad you had a good trip. Glad you had
Yeah,
a good trip.
sounds great.
I haven't been on Incredicoaster in a hot minute.
Yeah, it's been a
But
couple months for me.
I should be getting Genie Plus tomorrow. So
Nice.
yeah. KDG writes in. Just got back from our latest trip. We did a mix between Disneyland and Knott's. But Tuesday, we had a very special CM add us to the VIP list for the last show of the day of Rogers.
Oh, let's go.
I did a solo trip in July and it wasn't a show day, so I'd basically written off being able to see it. But the special CM hooked us up. We loved the show. I hope they have something in the works to replace it. Did you see that ominous marquee message?
Yeah, I did.
Are we getting a low key show? What was that? Like,
It might honestly, dude, I can see it tying into season 2 of Loki.
oh well. That sounds fun though. Good. Made some magic for you. Andrea writes, and hey Tram fam. Haven't done a trip recap in a while, so here we go. I don't know why I did that voice. It sounded so excited.
It's the Andrea voice, I guess.
I got excited. No, that's not Andrea's voice. I'm not gonna do it here. So anyways, after having terrible FOMO missing out on the first weekend of Halloween time season at Disneyland for the last 2 years, I finally made it to the parks for the second day of Halloween time. It was an absolute madhouse crowd-wise, as was to be expected for the opening of Halloween time and Labor Day weekend, but I still enjoyed it. Waited in about a 15-minute line for a pumpkin Mickey photo. And I feel like I got to do that at least once. And waited around to jump in line to see Goofy and Clarabelle in their new outfits. I wasn't sure how I felt about the Halloween color scheme this year when the merch came out, but I absolutely love the colors and the costumes on the characters once I saw them. Curious to hear what you guys think. Let's pause. Rain, what do you think about their new costumes?
That's cool.
I like that iridescent green look. And
Yeah. I mean, Clarabelle is still an interesting choice for me, just in general.
Forget Clarabelle right now.
Yeah. But no, it's cool.
It's better than like last year's very plain purple and orange ones. I feel. Like a little pizzazz.
I actually like the green, like you said. Like green in general for Halloween, I feel like is underutilized.
All right, so we are going green on this is the Tramtober.
Yes, go green.
The Tram, go green. All right,
go green.
Okay, we did purple last year, so green it is. Val and I tried as many of the new foods as we could, and almost everything exceeded our expectations. Top sweets for us were the Hungry Bear pumpkin funnel cake and the poison apple macaron from Jolly Holiday.
Dang, I gotta try it.
The big miss for us was the sweet potato spice dipping sauce for the churro across from Casey Jr. The dipping sauce tasted like a blandly flavored pumpkin yogurt.
Ugh.
Aside from the food, the park looks so cheery and festive right now with the orange banners, orange flowers, and giant pumpkin Mickey decorating Main Street. His God-given name. Walking through DCA at night with the purple and green lights all over brought me so much joy as well. Halloween time is absolutely the best time at Disneyland, in my opinion, and I hope everyone gets to experience it at some point.
Dude, I was trying to flag down Andrea because I saw her in like where's the the lighthouse? Not the lighthouse. At the entrance of San Francisco, that the plaza or whatever it's called, right by the cappuccino
The
cart.
obelisk.
Obelisk. There you go. That's what I saw her by the obelisk while I was sitting in San Francisco. And I was like this, but she didn't see me.
Like you guys were on opposite sides of the bridge.
Exactly.
Oh, that
Exactly.
was great.
And I
You
was
could
in the
have
middle.
yelled as loud as you wanted. It was
Yeah,
fine.
and I was in the middle of eating, so I was just gonna be like, "Hey," but
Sounds like a lot of. They look like they were having a lot of fun all
yeah,
weekend.
yeah, they did.
Yeah. At first, I was like getting like mild FOMO. I'm like, the crowds don't look that bad, but she said Madhouse, so maybe just lucky with the pictures, right?
Yeah, I mean, I went on September 2nd, which is what day? Was that Saturday? Yeah, it was Saturday.
How was it, Ring?
It
Oh
was
wait, I want
good.
to say she didn't mention they had the butterscotch apple mule, and they said it was good.
Hmm.
So
Oh,
that's
that's that lamp play, right?
yeah, but spiced rum, butterscotch schnapps, apple spice, simple syrup, lemon juice, and ginger beer.
Yeah,
Dude, I snagged the 12:40 reservation for lunch at Lamplight tomorrow.
that's code, dude.
Dude, Kevin sent me Stakeout. Have you seen that?
No,
It's like an app.
oh
Like,
god, yeah, it's one of those.
and no, it worked. But then someone grabbed the 6:15 reservation
Mm,
because did like noon and 6:15. But I'm like,
mhm.
you know what? The app wasn't showing anything, but I went on the Lamplight Lounge, the page
Yeah,
on the app, and I don't know if I got lucky, but I clicked on it and all they had was 12:40. And we were planning on getting there at noon anyway and probably leaving our name. I'm like, mine.
nice,
Got it.
nice,
So I'll
nice.
be eating that and the pumpkin spice donuts. But anyways, Rain, your trip.
So Brandy and I decided to go on a Saturday that she had off, and we were planning on going to Disneyland early, getting our breakfast chimneys, and hanging out at the Disneyland side. Uh, Dude, the walk driving into the structure and walking through the front gates and everything was so painless, and it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. Um, I was just kind of surprised how painless it was. We barely waited for anything, parked immediately. It was great. Went up to the Disneyland gates and they told us we have a DCA reservation, unfortunately. So canceled any I had like a mobile order for the garlic nut thing. What's it called? The one at Maurice's now?
The pretzel garlic thing?
Yeah, I had a mobile order for that, so I canceled it. We hopped over to DCA and I said, "Hey, I'm hungry, man." So we walked over to the cappuccino cart and we were hoping to get a chorizo burrito. The chorizo burrito is gone now. It's not on their menu anymore. It's now a steak and egg burrito. But even then, we were still too late and they were out of the steak and egg. So we still waited and I got the cold brew matcha latte and also the pecan and bacon bread pudding.
What was bad about that?
About which one?
The bread pudding.
The pecans.
Oh, see, that sounded delicious to me.
I kept getting the nut in it, like the pecan in it, and it just I was not doing
Okay,
it.
how was the bread puddingness of it?
It
Like
was
this
a little dry.
okay.
It was a little dry.
Is
You
it pot
needed the glaze on it. You needed it. No question.
did it have it but not enough or
It comes on the side.
oh, interesting.
Yeah, yeah. So you just kind of pour it on top. Um,
Okay.
the bacon was great. So I wish it was just bacon, brown sugar, and that all on glaze, whatever. That
Creme
would have been
anglaise.
creme anglaise. That would have been great, but it was not. The matcha latte was probably one of the worst things I've had at Disneyland ever. Um,
Was it did you say it was cold brew?
it was a coffee cold brew. I thought it was like maybe matcha cold brew, but it says cold brew coffee
Yeah, I don't know if
matcha.
you're allowed to do that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know, but with that strawberry cream or something on top, it was just. Dude. I can drink matcha with water, like matcha and water, and this was not good. Like it had this nasty matcha aftertaste that is not good matcha. I don't know. Whatever it was just not it. I
I
took a
wonder if
few
it was even was it did it separate at all?
with the coffee.
No, like, matcha, if you leave it, the powder, like,
It did not separate at all.
so Maybe it was like a syrup. You know what I
Mm,
mean? Like a
maybe,
matcha
but
extract.
but it was green.
Oh, yeah, I know. You could greenify syrup.
Sure, sure, sure. Yeah, it was not it. The big miss. Don't get it. Let's see here. So while we were waiting, Brandy and I were like, okay, we actually want real food, not just this bread pudding. So I mobile ordered from Aunt Cass's cafe, and I ended up ordering the curry in the bread bowl, beef curry in the bread bowl, and Brandy got the clam chowder, the new miso clam chowder. And I got a couple of those Baymax honey lemonade drinks with the popping boba. And my God, dude, that curry beef bowl was one of the best things I've ever had
I
at
saw
Disneyland.
someone didn't like it, but maybe
Oh,
they just
well,
don't
they're
like
dumb.
curry?
They're dumb because this thing was amazing. There was something at Docking Bay that was curry based. Do you remember what it was?
The other noodles?
Were they the noodles? It was
It was a
something
new with the
that had curry.
cubes of beef.
Okay, it tasted just like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, it had a very similar taste, but the ginger did a lot here. Like there was that ginger next to the green onions, and eating that, like mixing it in with the rice. Oh my God, dude! And I was so full after. I was so surprised by getting this full with the Red Bull. I had to stop at one point. Um,
Red Bull?
the bread bowl.
Bread Bowl. I heard Red Bull, and I'm
No,
like,
the
where
bread
did
bowl.
that come in?" Okay.
And Brandy got the clam chowder, and she said it was the best clam chowder she's had at Disneyland.
Pacific Wharf?
Yeah, that it was awesome, dude. She said that the miso adds this flavor that's very different.
Oh,
But
this was the miso one. Okay.
yes, yeah, but it's for good reason. Like the whole miso thing actually did elevate the clam chowder in general. And like I said before, I'm glad that now there's a DCA clam chowder and there's a Disneyland clam
Well, they
chowder.
have the plain one still, no?
It wasn't an option.
Really?
Yeah, it just says clam chowder, and then in the description it says with a miso base or
Oh.
something like that.
You know, I'm gonna open mobile order.
Yeah,
I wonder if you can, like, change it. I believe you.
yeah,
Now I'm curious because it's so weird.
yeah. But we were both thoroughly impressed, both very full. The drinks that I had were actually really good. I got the drinks because it was my Minute Maid lemonade zero, the one that I actually really like, and they mix that with sugar. But it was great.
S
It was great.
Oh, okay, so they sell the mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanna try that shrimp katsu first, I think.
Mhm.
But it's
I
freaking
was
garlic chips.
I was happy with that with the curry choice.
Yeah,
That's
that's
gonna be
beef,
one of my
carrots,
go-tos now.
potatoes, onions, cooked in classic curry, topped with rice, pickled ginger, and green onions. I feel like the rice too, just
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. So after that, we were wanting to go to Company D because it was the last friends and family weekend. So we didn't get on any rides, didn't do anything. We just walked out, and we left for the day, and went over to Company D and saw there was a line going down the block.
ooh,
It was crazy. It was insane. Like they had cast members directing traffic and everything. So we just kept driving. I'm good.
rain. Okay, sorry.
Mhm.
Okay, this is finish your story, or is that it?
Oh no, I'm done.
Okay, rain. If you clicked on Aunt Cass Cafe and hit view the guide,
No.
dude, you hit view the guide, and there's like this San Francisco Square logo at the top,
Oh, that's cool.
and it's like everything in San Francisco Square. So instead of like it says bakery tour still an attraction, but like it has everything instead of filtering it by, dining and then shopping and then whatever. It's all here.
That's cool.
That is cool. Yeah, like
Yeah.
genius. Okay. Dude, that sounds fun. I'm so excited to go tomorrow.
Yeah, you
Like
should
now
be.
that it's here, uh it's we and I have reservations and it's gonna be good. And that I'm sure it'll be sunny and maybe a little hot, but it's not like death like it was. So that'll be cool. You can hear me,
Cool.
right? You're frozen. All right. So before we move on, I'm gonna do a little we had it so good. If you think Flik should be a costumed character at Pixar Pier, sign Tracy Robbins petition on change.org to get Flik a Pixar beer. I wholeheartedly believe Flik and Ada should be a Pixar beer. Such good costumes, it's unbelievable.
I wonder. I'm gonna see how many petitions she has. She's got 5,600 signatures.
Tram fam, rise up.
That's right.
Okay, I love Flik so much. So I don't see why they're not a Pixar beer.
Yeah, I don't either, dude. I really don't get it.
Like they don't have a neighborhood there, but they're ants. Like, dude, they should kind of, be a little cute at Emotional Whirlwind. Just saying.
Yeah.
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 All right. Rain, what time is it?
It's
Pizza time.
It's time for one last bite. Rain, as always, what is the best thing you tasted this week?
Have you ever heard of the restaurant in Fullerton called the Summit House?
Yes, I've
Yeah.
heard of it.
It's like a fancy restaurant up on a hill.
Mm-hmm.
I went there on Saturday. Just spontaneous, let's go have a nice dinner. And my God, dude, it is top tier prime rib kind of place. Just got a nice flat thing of, big cut of prime rib with some creamed corn, some creamed spinach,
Some
good-
horseradish that you didn't touch, even
some
though it's
hard
the best part.
some no horseradish. But what I did have was that Yorkshire pudding,
Which
with
is like not pudding, right?
it's like a croissant. But they put the au jus all over that stuff. Oh,
dude,
so
baked
good.
pudding made from batter of eggs, flour, and milk. So it's like savory.
Yeah, it's savory, and they
Ooh.
put the au jus inside of it.
Oh, I see it, like the cup version.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, good stuff, man. Place is very expensive. I mean, relatively. I guess it kind of depends on how much food you actually get. Like if you get a salad to start with, you get an appetizer.
You're the
But
king
the
of the
pri-
side salad. So did you get one?
That's right. Yes, sir. It was good. It was a good starter salad, but it was also $14. Yeah. But the prime rib I think was 56 for but it was a very sizable portion. So I'm gonna give it to the prime rib from Summit House in Fullerton.
Nice. I have an answer, but I want to go through some of this week's good eats, man. I did for some reason try the McDonald's peanut butter crunch McFlurry.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like multiple. It's fine, but it's interesting. Lots of different peanut butter chocolate things. And then I tried. What else did I try? What else was great? Oh, I went to Twisted by Wetzel's. Did I send you the
Oh,
thing?
that's the place right by your house.
Yeah. So dox me. Why don't you know?
Oh, sorry.
Listen, no, it's fine. So listener Emily went in like May, and I just have not gone that way. So I got the chocolate churro pretzel.
Oh, Jesus, dude.
So Kimmy thought it was okay.
Yeah.
I really liked it because the chocolate fudge sauce was darkish.
Mm.
So there was a slight bitterness to it, but it was good because, dude, it was a cinnamon dusted, crispy pretzel. I don't even remember what the other sauce was. Like it was like a cinnamon sauce.
Yeah.
Dude, it was great. It has like 3.7 on Google. I'm like, people like there was a long line. I'm like, there was no one there. But it was probably they went the first day, and then some people like it's expensive. I'm like, that's not. The price. Like it was like $8, and two of us ate it and like wanted to die afterwards. I felt like the value was totally fine. And yeah, it was I liked it. It's a cute little concept. They have like savory ones. They have a maple bacon one that I want to try.
Mm.
They have Oreo cookies and cream or whatever.
Wait,
They
is it
have
like a sit down place?
no. You just go, they make it in like 2 minutes, and then there's like little tables and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a cafe almost. They have like one with like bacon bits and cheese and stuff. You can get
Nice.
the bits too. I thought it was good. That was going to be the number one. And then we went to 2145 in Costa Mesa. I think I got the numbers in the right order for Kimmy's birthday with her family. I had some of the best salmon of my life. It was a pizza place, and this was the only like non-pizza thing on the menu. But I actually thought it looked good.
Hmm.
And I ate bites of pizza because not everyone finished their pizza. There was like a lemon beurre blanc couscous with asparagus and the crispy salmon cooked perfectly.
That's such an odd inclusion on at a
It was
pizza
like
place.
they were like, "Oh, we're Italian," or whatever, but, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't believe how good it was. I expected to like it, but I
Mhm.
was blown away. And, this is not the number 1, but I have to bring it up. I tried the Mountain Dew Baja Blast Gelato.
What'd you think?
It tastes like a freeze
Hmm.
with, like, a touch of creaminess.
Got it. Got it. Got
So,
it.
you love the freeze, right?
I do.
Imagine if you could spoon the freeze and it didn't just fall apart in your mouth. It had the texture of a fluffy ice cream,
But still tasted like a Baja Blast.
almost indistinguishable.
Got it.
Actually, it didn't taste as, like, not sour, but, like, that citrusiness.
Mhm, mhm.
The creaminess kinda toned it down, but it was not creamy like milky.
Okay.
The number 1 ingredient is actually the Baja Blast syrup, not milk or cream. So that tells you
Interesting.
something. Yeah. So they only made a batch of 22,000. They were supposed to last for around 2 weeks. You can get 4 at a time. They're like $2, $4. I don't remember. Kimmy bought them. Thank you, Kimmy. She bought 8 of them. Like she went back multiple days, offered them to people at work. No one wanted it. They
Hmm.
sold out in 2 days.
Wow.
So, Rain, I was gonna bring you one, and then I got the text that we weren't recording today, and,
Dang.
I don't know if
Dang.
I don't know if it'll make it till
That's
next week,
fine, dude. That's fine. I get it.
but, it was good, worth trying, fun little treat, but it wasn't like, "Oh my god, I must have more."
Yeah.
But maybe if you like Baja Blast, but not that much, this is a good alternative because it's a light little taste, and, I think the whole thing was like 70 calories. It comes with a spoon under the little I forgot. I have a video of it that Kimmy took. It's gonna go in the Discord. Kimmy couldn't post it because she doesn't have Nitro,
Hmm.
which I only have because of our emojis and stuff. Otherwise,
Yeah.
why would I pay for Discord? But the swoop, the swoop in to the best thing I tasted this week has got to be from 2145. This horchata tiramisu, which I sent to you, Rain.
Yeah, you did.
This
Oh,
dude, we all shared it. I wish I ordered another one.
that looks amazing.
You know when you take a bite of something and you're just like, "Whoa."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ratatouille moment.
Yeah, dude. It was like had really light flavor, like a hint of coffee maybe, lots of cinnamon, milkiness. Dude, they made this in-house. You can't see it here really. There you could see the lady fingers, like
Mhm.
I think it was fresh cream too. Like the cream kind of fell off and I just grabbed some of the whipped cream and ate it.
Nice.
Like
Nice.
cinnamon and whipped cream
Oh,
is
a
like,
hit, dude. That stuff
dude,
hits.
have you had the harvest pie from Coco's? I've brought this up before.
No, I don't think so.
Rain, I'm gonna make you order one.
It,
Montebello.
is Coco still around?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So harvest pie, it's like pumpkin mousse and pumpkin pie with tons of whipped cream and cinnamon.
Sounds
But
great.
best thing is gotta go to Horchata Tiramisu. Rain, you should go to this place. It's Costa Mesa, so not far at all.
How far? Yeah, 20 minutes. If that.
Yeah, dude, it took me 35 maybe. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's off of like Placentia Avenue or something like that. And pizza's real good. So go for some pizza. They got some good fries. And like they got garlic parmesan fries.
Mhm.
But you go get they like hand make the dough. You could probably get 2 pizzas
Nice.
because it's maybe a lot for one person, but not enough for 2 unless you grab some apps. So they got the garden salad.
Oh, there you go. I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, you should go just for this tiramisu. It's really that good.
Got it.
So that was
Hey,
great. Yeah.
I'm gonna give a couple shout outs that I'm looking through my pictures I completely forgot about. Uh, I want to give a big shout out to the Mickey gingerbread from the Grand California. I've
Give me
never
the
had one
tiramisu.
before.
Wait, at all?
I don't think so.
Dude, how
Now that
good
I'm
is
thinking
it?
about, oh my dude, it was so good. Like I took a bite and I was like, "Whoa, there's an icing over the gingerbread."
Yeah,
I did.
very
I
light. I didn't
very light, but it was great.
yeah, I don't know if that's there for Christmas, but
Uh,
the
uh,
ice around it for Christmas, but this had, the clear icing, yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And dude,
Did
people
Santa
were
Claus punch you in the face when you took that first
it
bite?
did, dude, it did. And people were lining up like crazy
Yeah.
at the cart. I didn't know this, dude, and I was playing right there, right by the cart, and I kept seeing people line up. I'm like, "What the heck?" And I saw them bring out a big batch of the cookies, and I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna buy a couple." So yeah, big shout out to that,
8
and
bucks?
also $10, 10, but you do get a discount.
It's the
So
it's the out of park tax.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But with the merch discount, isn't it $8?
Uh, which is
20% off?
oh, I don't yeah,
I don't
I
know. I
guess.
don't know if it's
Maybe.
merch or food. Um, but I also not the best food I had this week, but they were really good. I had the chorizo poutine from Hearthstone Lounge.
Oh.
Yeah, dude,
Oh.
very good and very cheap in comparison to everything else on the menu.
Magic carpet ride, let's go. I forgot to text him back because I was just gonna text him back. It's a way better deal than the drink I owe you, man. All
No,
his trip.
that chorizo poutine. I'm gonna send you a picture and I'll post on the Discord. Was phenomenal, dude. Like it
Wait,
was.
you did post on the Discord or you're going to?
I will post on
Oh,
the
okay.
on the Discord.
Yeah.
Weird. I don't know. I thought I could copy and paste from photos. But you can. But yeah. Just want to. They weren't my best foods of the week. It still goes to Summit House. But those two plus the curry bread bowl.
Dude, that's not poutine. Where are the
It's just.
cheese curds?
I don't know, dude. It was
It's
cheese.
chorizo cheese fries.
Yeah, it was.
That's a small is that a small portion?
No, it was big, dude. I couldn't
Oh,
finish it because
is it
those are
d
it's steak
deep full?
fries. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I'm down. I'm down. All right. Rain, is it now time for one last fight?
It's one. It's time. It's time.
Okay. Rain. You know what ants on a log are?
I do.
So we've been debating in the Discord. Raisins versus chocolate chips. Ants on a log. Raisins or chocolate chips with that peanut butter?
Raisins.
Why? I'm going
I,
chocolate chips
I know.
always.
I know. You always go chocolate.
Dude, always.
You
Raisins
always.
suck. Raisinets I could do. That's about it. Rain, why chocolate? I mean, why raisins?
I always. It just like takes me back to my
With
childhood.
the peanut butter?
Yeah,
You're not going
apple.
chocolate?
You go apple,
Oh,
peanut
still
butter,
get chocolate.
peanut butter, and then the raisins. It just
No,
ties it
that's
all
two
together.
fruits.
Just like in arroz con leche. In arroz con leche, you don't put chocolate chips. You put raisins.
Who raisin? No, no. We have our
Mm.
own arroz con leche in Armenian culture, gatnabur, which just means soup of milk.
Mhm.
It's the same thing though. It's just runnier, and we just go cinnamon. We don't raisins.
Yeah, raisins.
Someone's got. My mom's gonna say like some people were raisins or something. I don't know.
No nuts.
No,
I don't like in arroz con leche. You do not put nuts, but
no,
raisins, yes. And in ants on a log, raisins.
no. I'd so much rather, dude. Peanut butter and chocolate is the wombo combo of life.
I think
Like,
banana and peanut butter is a better combo.
banana, peanut butter, and chocolate chips.
I'm
Okay,
good.
see
Hold the
now
chocolate.
what? Now what
Hold
would
the,
you do on that?
I,
Would you do chocolate or raisins with the banana?
oh, probably the chocolate.
Yeah.
If I had to choose, but if none is an option, that's where I'm going.
Okay. Well, Rain, they come, they eat, they leave. So with that,
Thank you guys for listening. We will see you next week.
see you real soon.
Bye.
Thanks for traveling with us today, and we hope you have a happy and memorable visit to the Disneyland Resort. Please lower your head, watch your step, and exit to the driver's right-hand side only.